What's up, everyone? This is Brett
This is Matt.
with our special guest, Jessica.
Hello.
All right, so this is going to be our Power Wash Simulator review here on Rancher Us. Overall, this is
A crappy game.
one of the most addictive games I've played in a long time.
It's opposite for me. I'm sorry.
He thinks it's opposite. What do you think, Jessica?
As a woman, it's a cleaning game as I see it.
She gets a little addicted
We're
to
so
it.
used to cleaning, and it's just like another extension of our arm. Hey, yeah, we're just cleaning.
It's one thing. It's hard to get her off the game once she starts because she's got to do every individual thing on it. So she will spend hours.
The problem I freaking have for this game, it takes forever just to wash one vehicle. Okay, I mean I don't want to sit here 3 hours just washing. It's the same motion over and over and over.
Now you could say that it does. I mean, there's different nozzles and of course cleaners.
But see, that's the difference between the men and the women doing this.
Yeah.
Women, we go up, we go down, we go up again and down again. We go up and down. We basically go to the same spot 2 or 3 times.
I think it depends upon if you like tedious stuff or not.
And this is
I played
This
House
is
Flipper.
very
I
tedious.
enjoyed House Flipper better than I did Power Wash Simulator.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
See, I was actually polar opposite on that
It's
one.
basically cleaning.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
cleaning
it really
up people's
actually
houses.
is. Yeah, you are. But as far as Power Wash Simulator, what did you think of the graphics overall? Like, what did you think of the graphics?
To be honest, it was like a Sea of Thieves graphics, but I still knock it because this only one thing they could have done better on the dirt graphics. When you watch it, you should see dust fly.
I kind of agree with you on that one. I personally believe that,
And you should see mud falling off the van and stuff.
that this game has a mediocre graphics. Some things look amazing, and then other things look really.
All you're doing is washing
pathetic.
mold off the freaking van.
Yeah.
That's basically what you're doing.
What do you think?
the graphics. I think could be a lot better. You know, it's to me it looks like a video game made in the 90s.
It
You know,
does.
with-
I can agree with actually
With
that.
today's technology,
Mario.
they could have came up with a better simulation of Power Wash.
Well,
They
yeah,
have.
I mean like an actual.
Farming Simulator's got better
Yeah.
power washing than
Farming
graphics.
Simulator, Flight Simulator. I mean,
You know.
all of these things are, I would say, probably graphic-wise are far superior
Pressure
than
washer
Power
is in a
Wash Simulator.
Power Wash. There's a Power Wash in Farming Simulator. Does the same exact thing.
Yeah, it really actually does. But the mud on Farming Simulator actually looks a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, because you're washing the mud
than
off.
this. So, I mean, overall, I would probably give the graphics maybe a 5 out of 10.
I'd give it a 2.
What'd you give it?
About 5. It's
About a 5?
It's mediocre to the point where you can still see the stuff, but
All right, now as far as the nozzles and the cleaners are concerned when it comes to this, you know what,
pain.
you say that you don't like the customization because it feels like same motions. I would disagree in that. I feel like the nozzles and the cleaners give it enough characteristics that it makes it feel.
To me, every
Fine.
nozzle in this game reminds me of just that one nozzle. The nozzle sprays about the same. It's just wider.
See, I completely disagree on that one.
And the soap,
There is now. I will say there are certain nozzles that are just completely and totally useless to me. Like
Yeah.
I've gone through this game up and down, and there's some nozzles on this game I found completely and totally useless.
so the soap, I hate that they give you a limit on how much soap you can buy.
I feel like that should just be something that you
I wish
shouldn't have to
unlimited.
buy.
I wish
should
you
be
could.
unlimited.
Unlimited, yeah, unlimited.
It should go on the money, not as money.
Because if you're cleaning stone, how are you supposed to clean the stone when you don't have stone cleaner?
Exactly, you run
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
You kind of need that.
And so I will agree with y'all on that one.
Limited
I feel like
abilities.
I feel like cleaners should be unlimited. Maybe you could upgrade on like nozzles or something. Have like an upgrade feature that would actually be
So
kind of cool.
I think the
on that.
nozzles on it should be, I wish you could use that nozzle with a soap sprayer.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, I wish you could do that, but it only has a special nozzle for the soap, which I
Yes.
think is stupid.
I would agree on that one.
Because you go buy a pressure washer in today's age, you can hook the hose in there and you're using the same head, and it's
Yeah.
working.
But I mean, overall, I feel like we are given enough that there's enough uniqueness
But it takes
that
forever.
I personally enjoy it. I would give, as far as the nozzles and the cleaners are concerned, I would give it probably 6 out of 10.
I give it a 2.
What would you give it?
4.
4? Oh man, y'all are really hard on this game.
The only reason for me is because to me, it like I was agreeing with Matt. The nozzle. All it does is either make it wider or make it smaller, and then you can change the angle going horizontal or other way. It's just the same. And
I feel like
stupid.
I feel like I get enough uniqueness out of it that I do actually enjoy
Actually,
it.
you get more uniqueness out of House Flipper.
You do, but I'm talking
Because
about
you get to paint walls.
Yeah.
Okay,
fair enough.
I need to check out this house flipper thing.
Because you clean up trash, you
Yeah,
paint
I mean,
floors,
it
you
actually
move
is.
furniture.
I actually
and
got to download it. Now, as far as the missions are concerned, look, the missions.
I don't want to spend 5 hours just doing one. It took you 3 days with one mission.
It did. It does take a long time if you don't have help on this. And this is one game that having 2 or more people on it is great because you can just go up and down and get through something by yourself.
But like
it
I
does
said,
take you a long time.
But then,
Long
like I
time.
said, it's the same motion. You're doing the same thing. Yes, it's a different scenery, but you're washing in the same motion. You're washing the same dirt that's on everything.
Mm-hmm.
True, but
Yeah.
I go back to this. I feel like,
Farming Simulator, at least you get dark mud, white mud, and you get
Yeah.
different kinds of mud.
I mean,
Okay,
you can go
white mud?
through.
Snow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never heard of that as white mud, but I never.
That's what I call it.
That's the new one.
But that's the Texan in you. But anyways, the way I look at it is, I do enjoy the different things that you can wash. Like you can do fans, you can do patios and porches.
See, I've only done the missions that
statues.
you've done, and I
Yeah.
don't like the missions you do.
I didn't like
I want to do vehicles, and
But they only give it to you rarely.
Yeah,
because
rarely.
the first time I've ever saw this stupid game
was a statue.
was the statue, and
the statue
my Lord,
was
that thing was
difficult.
so huge. It was a water fountain.
It
statue.
was. I would every time I'd feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere.
Then
It
you
feels
know.
like I look around. I'm like, crap. I'm not even.
But
four
I
of the
did.
ways
I
through.
did most of it for you, though.
True. It's true on that one. But it did.
It's
it
annoying.
Does, it does take a
Yes.
long time. The missions take a very long time, and then sometimes it takes you like 15 minutes.
If you think about it, it kind of has the same aspects of Sea of Thieves.
It really does in a lot of ways. It has.
Is it the
cart-
same creator that made
No.
the same
Oh.
things?
See, it has. Yeah, and I will actually. That's actually a good point because it does have kind of like a cartoony way, but then at the same time, it does feel like a simulation in other ways. So it just kind of. It does have a mixture of that, kind of like Sea of Thieves in that regard.
To be honest, the graphics look about the same.
I will say, out of all the simulators that I played, probably this has the
You know
worst.
what? This one should have
graphics.
like the farming simulator
It-
aspect of it.
Farming Simulator already
Yeah.
has power washing in
But
it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for this particular game, they should have their,
Tractors and stuff.
They should have
Yeah. Well-
have their stuff.
Redneck version.
That's actually not a bad thing.
That
you
way
know?
you can actually see. Oh, I'm physically seeing mud. I'm physically seeing this. I'm
Or
physically
gutter cleaners or something like
instead
that.
of looking
you know?
at that van, that doesn't even look like
Yeah.
dirt on that.
It looks like mold.
It does actually.
I kind of hate the aspect of it too when it comes to the gutters. That's actually one complaint I do have. That could be an aspect of the game that you could add maybe something a little differently. when it
Leaves.
comes
How
to
about
that.
leaves falling
Yeah,
out of the gutters?
Leaves, yeah. And using like a special thing for like that. That would actually be a fun
Snakes
thing.
coming out of the gutters.
So I mean, yeah, spiders.
Spiders.
No.
Get a shotgun. Oh, what's coming out of the gutters?
Oh,
The
Focus.
Pennywise the clown.
focus.
But overall, when it comes
This is
to
the worst game I've ever played in my life.
is it really?
Really is.
I trust me. I've played a lot of games on the Xbox.
This is
Gamepass,
number one on my list.
and this is middle of the road for me when it comes to
I
that.
don't see how.
Oh, you haven't played the games I played. Those are games of
I
your
give
nightmares.
Mario Brothers a higher rating than what this is.
Oh, I love Mario Brothers.
Okay, well then.
That's why. But overall, I would say with the missions, simply because you do get to go, statues, cars, patios, lawns. You get to houses. You do get enough of variety that it actually does feel like you're doing something. I would give that like a 7 out of 10.
The whole game, I'm going to give 2.
2.
Wow, that's just
5.
5. I mean, I'll give that just simply because there's just enough uniqueness and difference and variety, like you were talking about.
I like it.
Oh, your mind will change once you play House Flipper.
I like this game, but then again, I don't like it because
it's very tedious.
I don't like cleaning, but it's in our nature to clean, and we have a certain way of cleaning.
Half the women I know don't like cleaning.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we have a certain way of doing it, and that's the whole motion that I was doing. The cleaning was just going up and down, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it kind of gets boring. Back and forth.
Same motion.
I feel like if you are somebody that is very particular, this game, and you got to get everything
OCD,
right.
You can't play this game.
Yeah, and I'll admit I'm a little bit that way to a certain extent.
I have ADHD. I can't stand it.
I have to get everything so perfect on it that it does drive me crazy. And this is another complaint that I will say about the missions on this. It will tell you where the dirt is or the vicinity of where the dirt is.
But
man, you can go over there and you can spray that thing down 1,000,000 times over, and you'll never exactly know where that little thing is. And sometimes it can take you a second, and other times it can take you an hour.
I found out why.
Why?
It's a crappy game.
No, because you don't have the right soap to get it off.
Well, true, and that actually is the case in a lot of different ways.
Because I was cleaning those stones, and those stones were not coming clean because
you gotta buy a stone cleaner.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, and you had no money, and I'm like, how?
I know,
and you're limited.
And that's why I say that is one downfall of that game is it should be unlimited.
Yep.
And that would actually be fine. Now you could add nozzles to it as you go. Have that as an upgrade.
Yeah,
but it's really not changing nothing, honestly. It's pressures and wash about the same.
You need cleaners to clean.
Well, true. But why I say you could use that as an upgrade, because it depends upon, you could clean different stuff.
But we also got to realize this game's only $5.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
And for that, for the price of it, I would say it's worth it.
I'm not paying nothing for this game.
But overall, what is your comparison? What would be your comparisons to other simulators? I
don't have none because none of them are that bad.
Well, I played Walking Simulator. I played Flight Simulator. I played every one except Train Simulator.
Rate this as Train Simulator.
Huh?
Train Simulator is just as bad.
Is it really?
Because all you do is stay in a straight line and you tell it when to stop and go.
See, I really love Flight Simulator and I love Farming Simulator. I love simulator games. I love games that are exactly like that. I wish, we play a lot of Sea of Thieves.
But the thing is this game is not realistic like the Farming Simulator, like the other ones, where you can see the real trees and the real grass. Sure. This is more
limited to one block.
Yeah.
This is like...
You can't go outside the garage.
Sorry to say this, I'm not a gamer, but it looks like a kid designed this. Like an actual,
sorry for the adult that designed this.
But
that's how it looks to me.
This is a college student, by the way.
Because Farming Simulator, you can actually see the trees. You can see the leaves blowing in the trees. You can see the shadows. You can see all that. You can see the details on the truck tires.
Adding weather to this game would be awesome.
No, it would not.
Yeah,
because of snow and different things
and
like
the rain will help you wash things.
Yeah.
You can't power wash in the snow.
True, but I'm talking about after. I'm talking about all of that. After like a rain,
use hot water.
Certain things, yeah.
Use hot water.
But overall, I would say comparisons to other simulators, it's probably at the very bottom. I will admit that.
I'm surprised they even call this a simulator.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one.
Powerwash game. That's what I would have named it, not simulator.
Yeah, I would actually too. I mean, as far as comparisons to other simulators, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10.
2.
3.
3.
I agree.
I mean, it is low in that
low
comparison. It really is.
It needs improvement. It needs help.
But overall, guys, I mean, what would y'all give? What would y'all give it? Would y'all give it?
I wouldn't refer this game. I wouldn't even ask you to buy it.
You wouldn't refer this game. See, I would really refer this game
For people that like
I've got
cleaning.
a lot of hours in.
No, I won't prefer it.
So you wouldn't refer it? Well, would you refer it?
I wouldn't, but thing is if he's playing it, I will come on.
So it's a game that if somebody else has, you would play it, but you wouldn't exactly.
No,
you wouldn't download it.
I'm not that type of person. I'm not a gamer.
Because when you're on this Xbox Game Pass,
there's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games, and me personally, I would refer this game simply because I do get a lot of hours out of it. I do get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It does have the frustrating moments, but I wish that they would add a little bit more graphics, maybe a little bit more stuff to it. And to a lot of extent, what you said, it doesn't necessarily feel like a simulator in a lot of different ways. It just feels like a game. And so overall, I mean, I would probably give it
a horrible rating.
6 out of 10.
Overall, still 2.
What'd you give it?
She gave it a 3.
Oh, you gave it a 3? Oh, yeah, we already went through that. Yeah, I would probably give it, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I would give it about 6 out of 10. But
you're too generous.
Yeah. Man, well, you know what? I don't feel like I'm generous. I feel like I'd almost even rate it a little bit higher if it had specific things, like if the soap was unlimited.
I don't think we do.
Like if I got unlimited soap or something like that from the very beginning, I
would have gave it a higher rating if it had that.
Yeah. But overall, guys, let us know what y'all think down in the comments below. Would you rate it higher? Would you rate it lower?
Or would you play it? Or would you not play it?
Would you recommend it?
Would you have your wife or girlfriend play it?
Would you recommend it to others? And do you think that this is worth the time to download it off Xbox Game Pass?
Our internet takes 3 hours.
Yeah, our internet takes a very long time to download games, so we're very particular about what games we have. That's one of the reasons why we started this channel in the beginning, is so that we could rate a lot of these games on Xbox Game Pass, so that we could play the games and waste our time so that you didn't have to.
Right.
Exactly.
But overall, I don't feel like this is a waste of time, but these two wouldn't recommend it. I personally would.
So you go with the 2 that are right.
All right.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below.
Yep.
And also, if you ever want to
see behind the scenes,
that too, or let them know what video game you would like them to play and download. That way they can play it for you and see if you like it or not.
Yeah.
And in the description, I will leave my gamer tag if anyone wants to join along.
Yeah, definitely so. As always, guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all take care.